Okay, we start. Very exciting. No, I'm never excited, so you know. And yeah, we will start. But first, let me show you what I did today. This is the Batman, of course, but I did it a little bit more for printing, for 3D printing. You know, separate shoes, separate gloves, and the emblem. Overall, yeah, it has a little bit more to do. You know, the postament and everything. It's looking cool, but today we will not do this. Today we will do this. Amazing. And what is this? Is Hulk. So let's start, because it's not gonna be super hard. It's not gonna be super difficult to do this in less than 2 hours. But the more we can do, the better it will look at the end, which is great. I think it's best to look best. Pretty logical, I would say, but whatever, yeah. Slow mode is on. Very nice. Slow mode is on. Our bots will be disappointed again, but it is what it is. I'm sorry for doing this to them. Or am I sorry? No problem, I'm not sorry. You know, at the end of our stream for the Hellboy, it was awful. Spam bots all over the place. It was just hell. But now, they cannot touch us. At least, not that much. Hopefully, we'll be okay. Let's move this back like this a little bit. We'll see how this will work. But you know, the traps should go a little bit more back. And here in the front, we should have other muscles. Which, one of the biggest ones in the front is the sternocleidomastoid muscle, as you probably know, because this is my favorite name for the muscle in the human body, which is this muscle here. It's coming from the back of your ear and it's going down. Sternocleidomastoid. Amazing muscle. Remember it, because it's the most important muscle in the human body. No, it's not. Of course it's not, but it's pretty interesting. And if you know the name, sternocleidomastoid, you will look very smart in the eyes of the people. You say, this is the sternocleidomastoid, and people will say, wow, this guy knows some interesting names. I mean, some pretty complex things. Amazing, yeah. And you will become more interesting in the eyes of the other people. Undeserved, but still, many things in life are undeserved. Yeah, whatever. Not anything in life is fair, you know. It's just normal sometimes to have this kind of things. Now, let's see. This will be our mouth, and you see now it's looking like a Hulk already. In this amount of polygons, we are having something like a Hulk. Pretty good, right? No, it's magic. Don't think that I'm a very good sculptor, or I am kind of having, you know, thousands of hours sculpting, and I sculpt for like 12 years already or something. No, more than 12 even. No, it's magic. It's just magic. You need to know that this is completely false and everything is a lie. The cake, especially, is a lie. But, you know, I'm just saying because I'm being honest with you. I like to be honest with people. I like to say the things how they are. So, yeah. Okay, let's try to make some ears. He has small ears, but I will make them big and then make them small, you know, as I always do. Let's see, people, what they're saying. Although I like to first do the job and then the pleasure, you know. First the business and then pleasure. And pleasure will be to just sit here, you know, smoke my cigar and answer questions. I love answering questions because, you know, I really don't know the answer of any of the questions, but I like to be viewed as a guy who knows, you know. which is, you know, flattering. But I don't know, really. But anyway, you shouldn't know that, you know. Forget that I said that. It's fine. Hi, Nico. Stern Nucleido Mastoid, of course. Hi, everybody. Hello from Georgia. Georgia, yes. Hey, Nico, it's me, the guy who is linking you in the Instagram in every story. Yeah, I saw that, by the way. I see it every time. And I'm like, who is this annoying guy that's linking me in every story? So, don't do this. Do this in 1, 2 stories, but in every story, come on. We are not married, you know, yet. But, nah. I'm not into that type of relationship, I think. But who knows, you know? Nobody knows where life will take us. It's completely... so today, very important. But I have to say it probably when more people arrive. Because it will be interesting to see people from interesting countries. What I mean by that is... So, India, for example, for me is not interesting country. Why? It's super famous, everybody knows it. Russia also. Germany also. Also a lot of countries who are, I mean, very famous. Everybody knows them. Everybody knows that they have internet. But countries like Georgia, for example, you know, interesting because there are not too many people from Georgia. Also, from Africa, from Nigeria, for example, not too many people from there. So, I would like to see more people from those interesting countries, which are not rarely kind of available. For example, if there is somebody from North Korea, it will be very nice. Probably it will not be, but still, it will be pretty interesting, in my opinion. Yeah. So what else is interesting? For example, if I appear to some guy's stream or some girl's stream, because there are girls streaming, I'm not sure, there is this Russian or Ukrainian girl who is streaming, she's very good, but she's with ZBrush, so we don't care. Whatever, I'm joking, of course, but, you know, beautiful girl, not a bold guy. And if I go there and I say I'm from Bulgaria, probably for her it will not be that interesting because Bulgaria is pretty close. So yeah, but for other people, Bulgaria will be like, oh, Bulgaria, where is that? You know, where is that? Where is that situated? Is it in the planet Earth or somebody like in the moon? No, who knows? No. Yeah. Hi from Vladivostok. Vladivostok is in Russia, I think, huh? Or maybe I'm wrong. Sometimes I'm wrong. I'm not sure. Hello from Mars. Brazil, there are a lot of people from Brazil, as we can see. So yeah. Okay, the face is starting to get a little bit done. For how much time? For 8 minutes. So for 8 minutes we have already made, kind of, the face. Not quite, but yeah. We have to make the hair, we have to make a lot of things. There are a lot of things to make here. That's why I'm in a little bit of hurry, you know, I'm like... And I'm also expecting someone to come at my apartment and to give me something at the door. So I will probably, if he rings, I will go just for disappear for 30 seconds. Hopefully it will be, yeah, I will say, thank you streaming, goodbye, and that's it. And it will be fast, so, yeah. And he will be like, what are you doing? Explain later, goodbye. People are waiting for me. Huh? What's happening? Relax. So let's see it from here. It doesn't look bad. Maybe we can pull this a little bit more back. So as long as I know, this is from Disney Infinity, a concept for Disney Infinity by the guy that I wrote in the description. Of course, his name is here. Is Jon Diesta. Jon Diesta, probably famous guy. I don't know him exactly, but we will know him from now on because this is a very, very cool stylized concept of Hulk. And it's very easy because I will do it in less than 2 hours. I don't know how much time it will take me, but at the end I will change the name of the video probably to something like Hulk in 1 hour and a half or something. I'm not sure. Or in 2 hours, who knows. 2 hours is a long time. Many people will not want to watch this for 2 hours. There was 2 hours. Are you crazy? This is too much. Even with such a fun guy like Nico, 2 hours is too much. Olga Anufrieva, yes. I don't know if she's Ukrainian or Russian, but she's very good. She's also good looking, which is a bonus. And she is streaming from time to time. I don't watch her in particular. Sometimes I just catch some glimpse of what she's doing. She's pretty fast too. I think maybe she's as fast as me. I'm not sure. Maybe people who watch us both will say. But it's good. I mean, I don't know why people are not watching her more. Because I've seen that she doesn't have that much, live watchers. That many. Although, a girl, not bad looking, streaming, sculpting. What do you want? Not a bold guy, cursing everybody, and joking with everything in the world possible. I don't know. I don't understand sometimes what's happening with this world. Aren't the pretty girls, they have to get more attention, right? And also she's a very good sculptor. Some may say that she's better than me, but don't say it, please. I will be upset. But probably she is, so yeah. But we don't have to say it, right? It's okay. Let's know it in our minds. We will say, okay, she's better, but let's not mention it that much. It would be bad. Nico, do you have a video about making portfolio piece for posting in ArtStation? We will make one for don't have place. Oh, that's interesting question, because portfolio piece, you have to just work on it, make a nice render and everything, which I usually don't do since recently I'm working mostly here. I'm doing these lives, which are not a very good renders and stuff, and they are not pieces for ArtStation. They are pieces for YouTube. Which is great. I mean, pieces for YouTube, it's also fine. But yeah, you should just be good. That's my advice. Get good, and then you can post in ArtStation. I mean, I always said that, and maybe I will repeat myself, but when I started posting in ArtStation, I became better. Because what happens is, I was working on a concept, or a model, and I was working, and suddenly I said, oh, I'm sick of this, I don't want to do anything anymore, but I know that it's not very good. And I say, okay, if I post it in this stage, will people like it? And the answer usually is no, and then I continue working on it. This gives me kind of a more determination to work on the things, power, and stuff like this. Nico, do you know Young Sculpts? Yeah, of course I know Young Sculpts. I don't know him, but I know him. I don't know him personally, but I've watched his videos and stuff, yeah. He's more famous than me, so yeah. Competition, right? Yeah. What's her name channel again? Olga Anufrieva is Helga channel. HE77GA. Yeah, I'm making an advertisement for other people's, competition here in my channel. Very nice of you, Nico. This is a very good marketing strategy for you. I hope it works. For what? For getting people out of your channel and to other people's channel. Oh, very cool. Is this the purpose? Probably. Why are you doing this? I don't know. Because I don't care? Maybe. Who knows? Maybe. Alright. So, are there people from Nigeria? No? How can I donate you? The best way to donate right now is to buy some of my courses in ArtStation. Just go buy one course, whatever you like. The anatomy courses are always a good choice because you not only give me some money, but you always also get a course which can be useful. So yeah, that's my advice. If you want to donate, go to our station, link in the description, go to my store there and buy something. But, you know, only if you want to donate. If you don't want to donate, or even if you want but you don't have the money, so you just stay here and watch, it's fine. Or even if you don't have time to stay here and watch, so then go and do your business, it's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is completely fine. I think because normally she speaks in Russian. Really? So far the international audience is quite boring to follow, even though her sculptures are amazing. Yeah, her sculptures are amazing, but she speaks in Russian, really? I haven't noticed that. Maybe because I understand Russian, so it's... I mean, if she speaks in English or Russian, it's not... For me, it's not an issue to understand, but yeah. Huh. My accent is almost a Russian one, but it's Slavic accent, so it's kind of normal. Slavic people. Those guys. Oh, those Russians. Yeah, in every stream I say that. This has to be my trademark. Oh, those Russians. Daddy, 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 daddy. Yeah, we know that. It's already, yeah, it's old, I know. But gold. Why not? Now, what is this? This is the body. Let's see. Maybe we can make him a little bit more thick. Because this is the Hulk after all. It's not like your ordinary, like, Batman or something. Like, you know, Batman, just a lean guy, no problem. I showed it to one of my friends and he said, ooh, nobody will beat this guy in arm wrestling. Probably this guy will. I mean, you know, probably this guy will definitely beat him in arm wrestling. But we'll see, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It'll be interesting. So this is the body. A little bit of the body. It will be short body with big breasts. No, chest. Could you speak a bit about career as a 3D artist? For example, are you doing commissions or working for some game studio? So I was working for Gameloft for 15 years. But I stopped working for Gameloft. And now I'm working for myself. And I'm not doing any freelance at the moment. Most of my money are coming from my courses. So, if you want me to keep living and have something to eat, probably should buy my courses. But if you want to see how I'm suffering and my children are in pain and suffering from hunger, probably should not buy my courses, which is great, amazing. It's not a problem at all. Yeah. And I'm a 3D artist since 2010 or 2009. And I was before that a 2D concept artist in Gameloft. Many people will ask, but were you a good one? Were you a good concept artist? A middle level, we may say. Not the best, not the worst. I may show you, if we finish this character a little bit more early, I may show you some stuff that I did when I was a 2D concept artist in Gameloft. So, yeah, you know, fingers crossed to do this fast and furious. Hey Nico, loving the quick sketch stream. BTV, what happened with Twitch? Twitch is still there. And yeah, you're right. I have probably to find a way to stream in both locations at the same time. Although, you see, now how to stream in Twitch, since in Twitch I have like 500 subscribers or followers, whatever, in Twitch. Here I have almost 8,000. So, you know, I'm a little bit like, what to do in Twitch? Why should I do in Twitch something? There's so less people there. But yeah, if you are kind of making it into a question, probably I should find a way to stream in both things, which they told me there is a way. I have to just, you know, a little bit Google search and I will find the way. It's not an issue, but I haven't done it. So yeah, for now, we don't have streams in Twitch. But this could change, so stay tuned for that. Or don't. Who knows? Heiniko Greekings from Brazil, Greekings from Turkey. Greekings, what? From Greek? Is there somebody from Greek? Just started learning Blender. Just 1 month ago, more than basics. I would love to learn sculpting. I'm already 27 years old. You're not that old. When I started sculpting and learning this kind of things, I was also 27. Before that, I was more into 2D, into the design. I was a web designer before. I was pursuing, by the way, a web designer career. I was making websites. Just the visual stuff, but I knew HTML and CSS and stuff like this. But then I discovered my true passion, sculpting. And yeah, the rest is history. Now, sphere. Why do we need the sphere, Nico? We'll make the arm from this sphere. Let's see a little bit more of the character. Okay. So one sphere. This will be for the upper arm. It will go a little bit on the side, like this. And we will need a lot of work on this, but it doesn't matter. We have to do it. Then we will do one more here, make it bigger. This will be the lower arm. And then, what we'll do is go to sculpt mode, Control R, and continue working on it. Now, I will need to have a lot of volume in here. Let's see other people's questions. Thank you for your stream. Thank you very much. It's possible to make reasonable money by giving courses. By giving courses. No, if you're selling courses, maybe it's better, because giving courses probably will not make you that much money. But selling them can make you money. Although you have to, I always say that even if you make the best course ever, I mean, you are the best sculptor, and you make a very nice course. For example, you are Grassetti, but nobody knows you. You're not famous. But you are like Grassetti, like Raphael Grassetti. Grassetti, okay. And you make courses. And you make one course, which is the best sculpting course in the universe. I mean, much better than my courses, much better than Nextut courses and everybody. But you don't have anywhere to marketing this course. So you don't have a YouTube channel. Probably this course will not be that famous, and not many people will buy it, and you will not be able to make too much money with it. Yeah. So imagine you are not as good as Grassetti. Imagine that. And you want to make a course, and you make a course. And it's not the best course. And, it will be difficult. I may say that it will be pretty difficult. So, yeah, it's not easy, we may say. We have to be careful with that. Let's move these arms a little bit. So, as long as we have something there, we can always change it and move it and, work on it until it kind of fits our purpose. But he has to be very strong. So very, very huge arms I want to make. Because it's Hulk. You don't get much bigger than that, So we have to be very, very huge. We have to make him huge. Finally, I catch you online. Yes. Amazing. I recently bought 4 or 5 of your courses, but yet not start with anyone though. Ha ha. It's not ha ha, but yeah. But yeah, thank you for buying them. Hopefully, you will watch them and you will make something from them. It will be great, because just having them will not help you that much. It probably will make you feel better that you have those courses and say, I have them and now I'm almost a 3D artist, but it's not working exactly like that. You should probably watch them at some point. It will be better. It will be much better. Now, what I will do is very quickly summarize and symmetrize. Greetings from Iran. Yes, Iran. Very good. I would like to see people from Iraq too, but I don't know if it's possible. Probably it is, why not? I mean, It's more possible than people from North Korea, right? Yeah. Since we saw people from Belarus, I'm not surprised almost with anything these days. You know, anyone can be in the internet. I thought that people from those kind of countries like Belarus, like North Korea, they don't have access to the internet. Although in North Korea, I'm pretty sure they don't have, really, because it's probably the worst. Some people say that in Russia now it's worse than North Korea, but it's no, really not, because there are a lot of people from Russia in the streams, in the YouTube and whatever. So it's not North Korea in any case. At least not yet. Hopefully it will not be ever, but we'll see. We'll see. I want to buy the Orc Rider. You wonder I will build creation curve for the Orc. I wanted to use the Saber Orc from working on. At the end I can move him in the right position, right? Probably you can. You can do everything. I mean, when you're a character artist, you can do everything. It's just a magic. You can be a magician. You can do whatever you want. And that's completely fine. So yeah. Probably you can do everything. In your power. To do everything. Yeah, I'm so funny sometimes. I cannot stand myself. Do you have a promo if you buy 2 courses, Orc Rider and Cyberpunk Girl? It's interesting to say that because Orc Rider is not sold by me, so it will be difficult to have a promo with that. But yeah, I don't probably have it, since I don't sell that course. Yeah, you probably should see which is the course from. It's from Next Tooth Education, which I made it from them, for them. And they paid me a certain amount of money. Less than $2 million, definitely. And now they are selling it. And I'm just watching and crying. And that's it. Mostly that. Maybe I'm not crying that much. But I could cry, right? Oh. Well, I'm coughing and my back hurts a little bit. It's not a great thing, but sometimes this happens. How many characters do you do in Gameloft? Around 2 characters each month? Oh, no. Most of the time, 1.5 character a month, if we are very busy. If we're not that busy, sometimes few months without making any characters. It just depends on the schedule. But most of the time, 1 character a month, kind of average. Although, sometimes we are doing a character for 2 weeks. But sometimes with all the feedbacks and everything, it becomes a little bit more than that. So, 2 characters a month is a little bit, fantastic, but impossible. It's a good fantasy, but it's not exactly possible. So now I will make the fist. Because it's something like a fist. I don't want to make fingers, separate fingers. Because it will take a lot of time. That's why I will try to make a fist. Amazing, I know. Or not. I don't know. See, now I lost my... yeah, I found them. With T, you can kind of lost your things and get them back. With T. In Blender, of course. In ZBrush, it's like tab or something. I almost forget ZBrush. Guys were saying, why don't you go back to ZBrush? I told you the last stream, Maxon is forbidding me from using their software. They say, you're too fast for our software. Our software is supposed to be used gently and slowly. Not like you. You crazy motherfucker. Something like this they told me. And yeah, that's why I'm not using ZBrush anymore. Because they told me not to. Sri Lanka, very good. Sri Lanka, I have to go there. It sounds very exotic for me. Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka. Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, we know now that in Sri Lanka, they have internet, which is great. By the way, I'm sure that many people from, for example, from United States, if they hear about Bulgaria, they'll say, "Oh, you have internet there? Hmm, very cool, very cool, very cool." But yeah, very nice, very nice. You have internet for how long? Like 1 year or two? Hmm? Hmm. Bulgaria, very nice. I don't know. It's not sexist. It's maybe some other term we can invent for this. Countrysts. Countrysts. I'm not completely a fan of his arms, but for now I think they will do. I mean, for this kind of super fast sculptings, we are doing just the main forms, just the general shape. We're trying to get. Nico, why did you left Liberty City? I don't know. By the way, I played GTA 4. I don't remember associating with Nico Bellic, by the way, back in the days. So, yeah. Liberty City. I know what you're talking about, yeah. Yeah. I left it a long time ago. And I miss it now, but, you know, here in Bulgaria and Sofia is better. Liberty City, too much crime and stuff, I don't like it. Here it's more relaxing, having fun, sculpting. This is my new hobby. Instead of killing people, just sculpting. It's very cool. Hello from Germany. Hello. Is there something like Dynamesh in Blender? No. Nothing like Dynamesh in Blender. There is, of course. It's called Remesh, and I'm using it constantly. But of course, since I'm using shortcuts all the time, because Blender is a pretty fast software, but you have to know the shortcuts. And yeah, since I was using Dynamesh a lot when I was sculpting in ZBrush, especially in the beginning of sculpting, and I like the most the beginnings of the sculptings, as you probably know, or you know, or you don't know, but you should know. But you never know if you don't go. And you never shine if you don't glow, Yeah. This is what my grandma told me, back in the days. You never shine if you don't glow. Exactly in English. Because she was an English speaker. The only one in Bulgaria back in the days. Of course, I'm messing with you. Yeah. I shouldn't say that. Probably you already know that, so it's cool. Let's say, is there some... Okay. Hello from Italy. Hello. Too fast for Zibim Maxon, yeah. When you texture for games, you work with hand-painted? Yes, but I don't usually hand-paint them. Some other peoples who are character artists, no, here they are 2D artists, they are painting them. Because when you're in a big company, you don't have to do everything. There are people who can do it for you. Which is good, right? Yeah, I like that. I like that. Big companies sometimes are good. Sometimes they are also good. I mean, it's fine to work in a big company. It's good. Although in America, I've heard in some of the big companies in America, there's a lot of crunch or something. In Gameloft here in Bulgaria, it was more relaxing. Nobody's like pushing you too much and everything. It's just relaxing and fine. Yeah. How are you, Nico? I'm Alex from Costa Rica and Pura Vida. Thank you, Alex. I don't know what Pura Vida is, but something like pure view or something. Or good to see you, probably. Pura Vida. Costa Rica. I was about to go to Costa Rica. By the way, I even had in mind to buy a property in Costa Rica and kind of live there and make a kind of be like a hotel owner or something like this at some point. But we'll see. It's never too late. I mean, it's never too late. We can always do this. But I have to first make some money. So buy my courses and yeah, make my dream come true. It's not my dream, by the way. I'm not sure how is the food in Costa Rica. I don't know, because I have never been there. And if I would live to one country, I like the food to be very good. I would live in, if it's for only for the food, I will live in Thailand, I will live in Italy, I will live in Turkey, even in India. Very good food. I like it a lot. Costa Rica is the rich coast. The rich coast. Hello from Miami. Ooh, we have Americans. Americans. Yeah, we always have Americans and Russians. So we have both. So we are the peaceful ground for those two powers to communicate in the chat. Communicate in the chat. There. In the chat. So we will be living in a more peaceful world. Because, you know, always like Americans and Russians, they're not the people, the countries. People, they don't care that much, but the countries, they are in always in this kind of, you know, who is the best? Not these days though. I mean, back in the days when we were young. Who will be first on moon? Who will be first on space? Who will be first on Mars? Who will be first inside, you know, the core of the Earth and whatever. Everywhere. This will be this, and this will be the bottom part, and it will be just bigger, like this, and a little bit like this. I guess this could work, we'll see, maybe a little bit more on the side, make it, First time watching the stream, your skills impressed and encouraged me to finish my own sculpts. I have to check out your courses. Yeah, in the description there is a link to ArtStation, to Udemy. Of course, in ArtStation, I prefer you to buy them from ArtStation, but if you want to watch them wherever you are and live, I'm not live. But if you want to watch them wherever you are, with, I mean, wherever you have internet, Udemy is your choice. Probably. But from Udemy, if you buy it from Udemy itself without my promo link, I get like $2 or something. Even if you pay like $12, I get 2, you know. But remember, never in Udemy pay more than $12, $13 for a course, because there is always sale in Udemy or promo or something. You can always go to my other channel, which is just Speedchar, and check out my promo videos, and there is always kind of a link in the description, which is kind of valid, a promo link for each course that I sell. Let's try symmetrize this. Okay, it works, it works, it works. All right. Do we need to cut this? No, probably it will be like this. Or like this. Yeah, we'll see. If I probably will make this and print it. For example, the Batman is ready for printing, but I will give it to some people. Like, for example, the artist for the concept, the artist that made the concept, he contacted me in Instagram, and he told me, Nico. He told me like this, Nico, but maybe like this. Nico, you're using my concept, man, and this is bad. So, give me the print file for my Batman, or else I will sue you to the end of the world. Or something like this. Yeah, no, I think he said more like, Nico, I'm so excited that you have made my figure into a 3D. I will be very, very grateful if you give me the file to print it myself. Thank you very much, Nico. You're amazing. Maybe this was his words. I'm not sure. Something like this. it was one of those things. I'm not sure which one exactly, but it was one of those, I'm sure. Greetings from Turkey. Ooh, a lot of people from Turkey. Very good. Hello from Alpha Centauri. Thank you very much. Mexico. Okay. Best place is Peru. I love your sculpting streams. Thank you. Best kebab in Turkey, of course. The best food in the world is in Peru. Have to see. We have to see. Hello, bro. I bought a few of your courses. They're awesome. Thank you very much. You should try Georgian food, especially. Oh yeah, Georgian food will probably be nice to have. I've seen some videos in the internet. Udemy bans you sometimes if you use a promo code, even from the creator. It sucks. Really? Bans you? That's interesting. That guy went from Hitler to Santa Claus to Sonia. Love your contact from Ethiopia. Ethiopia! Very nice. I like to see people from Africa more. Because, you know, we don't see enough people from Africa, we may say. That's pretty rare to see somebody from Africa. So I like it. Hello from the Philippines. Philippines! I was thinking about Philippines before the pandemic. It was my next destination to go. After I went to Vietnam, to Thailand, to China, to Japan. So Philippines was on my list. But, you know, pandemic happens and it's a little bit more complicated now. Hello from Las Vegas. Ooh, Las Vegas. Las Vegas, pretty cool. I would like to go there too. Oh, I would like to go to many places. Maybe even Ethiopia also, because there are a lot of, you know, things you can see there. Like the nature and animals, a lot of things. Yeah, so many places to visit, so little life. I mean, yeah. And we have to work, you know. We have to work, and when we have money to travel, we are like 60 or 70 years old. We cannot, you know, move that well, and everything is crap, and then we die. Unfortunately, that's how it works. His legs are a little bit strange, but still, for 42 minutes, it's kind of okay. We can do it, by the way, in less than an hour and a half or around that time. It's already finished. So it's Hulk in just 1 hour, huh? What is it? No, we will finish it a little bit more. Ты классный. Спасибо. Thank you. Yeah, ты классный means you are very good or something like this. You are class. Классный. Да. Да, товарищ. Да, я понимаю. But it's interesting with Russians. I mean, I don't know if people who are writing in Russian in the stream, if they know that I know Russian, or if they just write in Russian everywhere and expect people to know Russian. I don't know. But I know, so it's fine. Make video on man versus woman facial feature, please. I have that in my female anatomy course. I have a chapter for that particular thing exactly, so you can check it out. Maybe I can make a video at sometimes, but I have to train again for that, because it's like when you don't train something particularly, you lose training, you lose your skill a little bit, so yeah. And that's normal even for, you know, professional artists like me. It's normal. If you don't do it often, you lose it. This is with the muscles and with everything is the same. Hi from Kazakhstan. Ooh, Kazakhstan, very good. Algeria, very good. I want to migrate to character modeling from C++. Is it okay? No, you cannot do it. I mean, from C++ it's impossible. If you were working in with Python, if you were working with C#, for example, yes. But from C++, no, It's I'm sorry. C++ kind of programmers are lost. They are just a lost cause. But yeah, you can try, but I'm telling you, it's useless. You don't do this. Don't try to do it. Sorry, man. Sorry. Sorry to disappoint you, but yeah. Maybe if you were Java or, you know, it's something like that, yeah. Even assembler is okay. But C++, come on, no. You cannot do it. From C++ to sculpting, impossible. Sarajevo, ooh. Sarajevo, very cool. Very cool. It's close. It's close to me. What a voice. You must be the singer of Cannibal Corpse. Yeah, of course. Of course I am the singer for Cannibal Corpse. You recognized me at last. It's me, the singer from Cannibal Corpse. I don't know the name of the singer of Cannibal Corpse, but it's, yeah, it's me. Definitely. It's me. I'll be back. I'll be back. No. I cannot be the Terminator, it's not the same voice. I'll be back. No. No. Sir, you are very good. That's absolutely correct. I'm very good. Many people are saying, Nico, you're the best. That's not correct. I'm kinda good. But not the best. Yeah, but who's the best, you will ask? Huh, that's a difficult question. But there are a lot of people who are very good. For example, in the last stream, I showed two people who are working with, one is working with Nomad Sculpt and the other one is working with Blender. And they both are maybe slower than me, I'm not sure, but they're kind of better with anatomy, which is depressing. But it's true. We have to say the truth, you know. The truth is very important. The truth. The truth is very important. I will start talking like a real Bulgarian, you know. The truth is very important. You know, Romanians also speak like this. My name is Count Dracula. Also Russians. Oh, those Russians. We all speak like interesting accents, you know. Thick Slavic accent. From Kenya. We have Kenya also. Amazing. We have Africa here. Today. Africa is here today. Africa is here to stay. By the way, he's not as thick as he should be, as you notice. So what I will do is I will thicken him. Yeah, you know. Yeah. So let's thicken him up. Thicken him up. So thick. All right, and the arms go like this. Huh? Now he's thicker. He is thicker. So from the side view, he always also should look nice. Now he's not looking that nice from the side view. Yeah, he's not looking very cool. He's a little bit dull. And before I start doing the shorts, I need to make sure he looks good from all sides. And we need to make him a little bit more pronounced some things. We'll see. Yeah, the traps, they need to go a little bit further out like this. So the traps and the shoulders, they make like almost one line. We will try to do that. I mean, I'm not sure it will work, but at least that's the plan here. How long do you think it might take to shift from ZBrush to Blender? For me, it took me like less than a month. For many people who are not kind of that fast learners, because I can say I'm pretty fast learner, maybe a month. But you have to work every day for like 5-6 hours, and then you will shift. And remember, in Blender, the most important things are the short keys. Without the short keys, you are nothing. You are not a person in Blender. You are an animal. You are microbe. You are a little tiny. No, you are not even little tiny. You are. There are very tiny one-cell creatures that live in the bottom of the sea. They are one-cell creatures, very tiny. You cannot see them, and their poop is what you are in Blender if you don't use short keys. You know. So you have to use the short. I mean, you have to use the short keys. I just use more words to say that, you know. Tiny little creatures, and they eat other creatures' poop. But the thing that they poop is what you are if you don't use shortcuts in Blender. I know, it's a little bit more to process, but you have to because it's important, you know. It's very important to know that. About those tiny little creatures in the bottom of the Mariana Trench. They live there, very deep. Nobody has seen them, but they are there, and they eat everybody else's feces. And you know, then, you know. So, what's happening? You should make a medieval armor in Blender. It appeared to be kind of difficult. It's way too different from the masking technique. Oh, I'm using the same techniques. You can see the Demon Hunter's course for that, probably. I learned a lot from your live streams. I'm not teaching too much in live streams, although, if you want to learn about the little tiny creatures in the bottom of the Mariana Trench, you can learn that only in this stream. Only from Nico. It's very, very important. It's very, very useful also for you to know that. Because in life, this is what you will need in life to know. About the tiny little creatures living in the bottom of the Mariana Trench. The chest is lower in the central part. I see that, yeah. Yeah, we need to adjust a few things. But other than that, yeah, for some things I will just use my, you know, artistic feeling, especially from the side view and from the... Yeah, let's do this a little bit like this. Ah, pretty cool. Yeah, because the other muscles is sharp and I made this sharp too. Can I see the configuration of your computer? I will probably not open it in front of you now, exactly my computer. It will not be exactly the best thing to do in the live stream. But I can tell you I have a 16-core processor, Ryzen. I think it was 3950X. So yeah. And 64 gigabytes of RAM and one tiny video card, which was by the way a gift for me from one guy from South Africa. He's an artist, by the way, a very good artist. I probably will share, but I have to ask him first. I may share his Instagram so you can see what he's doing. He's doing things from with paint on big, very big things, and it's amazing. It's very cool art he's doing, but I have to ask him if I will share his things here. So he gave me the video card. Just wrote me in Instagram and said it's 2080 GTX video card, and he asked me, Nico, I want to give you a video card. I said, who's this guy? And I checked him out. He has around 8,000 subscribers in Instagram, or followers. I'm not sure how they call it in Instagram, or whatever. And I saw, oh, this guy is legit. And yeah, we talked a little bit, and he told me, yeah, I want to give you, this is my old card. I want to, you know, just not to sell it, to give it to you because I like your stuff. I like your, you know, your channel, your stuff. And I said, okay. And I gave him my address and he sent it to me, and like 3 weeks later I put it in my computer and I'm working with it, with this video card. Not that I cannot afford it, or I cannot afford even 390 or even 490. No, 490 is a pain in the ass. Why? It's the most powerful card in the world, in the universe, in the history of humankind and everything, which is okay, yeah, I know. But super big, super big. More likely I will have to change my power supply to a new one, which will be pretty expensive because it will be new one, very new. It will be very expensive too. Also, I have to change my case because definitely it will not fit into my current case, which is big case. It's a middle tower box, but it's not as big as it needs. Yeah. And yeah, as you can see, I can talk for hours without stopping, without even looking at the chat, without even anything. I can talk for like millions of years even. You know, especially for the those little tiny creatures living in the bottom of the Mariana Trench. They're very cute. I mean, that's why I'm talking about them that much, because they're very nice. They're very nice creatures. Yeah, everybody is looking up, down on them, because they are very, 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 very much in the bottom of the Mariana Trench, which is like 12 kilometers down. So everybody's looking down on them, which is normal. But they are decent people. I mean, cells. They are decent single cells organisms. What? Whatever. Doesn't matter. If you don't have a sense of humor, I suggest you go to some other place, maybe. Maybe, yes. But artists usually have a sense of humor, and they are similar to mine, which means that we're fine. Oh, the Tinder bot is here. I'm so excited, everybody. You're the best in Blender I know of. Does that count? Yes, it counts, but there are people that you don't know about, and they are very good in Blender too. And not only in Blender, they are good in everything. But yeah. But thank you. I always like to hear people saying, "Nico, you are the best." I know it's a lie, but still, it's good to hear, you know. What are we doing now? We have to do the shorts. Maybe a little bit bigger arms will be better. I mean, yeah, I have to just adjust my way of thinking, because I usually don't do that huge arms, you know, and small shoulders, because this guy has small shoulders, but it looks very cool. I mean, you can see it looks pretty cool, so I will go with it. It's fine. Okay, Hulky Hulk is the best. Or not. I don't know. Maybe he's good. Ass, very important. Always do the ass. Although, now we will put some pants. Now, people will ask, but Nico, you always start, when you ask me, you always have to start, but Nico. For example, now in the chat, you have to ask me, but Nico, why did you quit ZBrush from Blender? Or something like this. I mean, the usual questions. But, and they ask me, but Nico, how will you do the pants? You will see. No hot women. Oh, sorry, no. My prehistoric tablet died, and I had to wait maybe 3 days to have one, so watching while mooring my tablet. That's why I have 5 tablets. No. If I have to be honest, in-house right now, I have one which I'm working with, one in my backpack, which is the same, one by Wacom. I have 2 brand new 1 by Wacoms in my wardrobe, just in case. 1 Wacom Intuos, which is my old Wacom Intuos, and 1 tablet, which is Gaomon tablet. Nobody knows about this Gaomon, maybe somebody knows. But they sent me this tablet to review it, and it turns out to not work well with 2 monitors, and I wanted to return it to them, and they didn't reply, and now it's here, this Gaomon tablet. It's a big one, but you know, everything is okay. So I have like 5 tablets, or 6, probably 6 tablets now here. So I will never be, out of tablets. I'm kind of make sure of that. If something happens with my tablet, I will always have a reserve one. By tiny little creature, you mean Vodorosli? Maybe some kind of Vodorosli, some kind of this. Will there be a ZBrush live stream in the future? No. Maxon will sue me if I do they told me to quit ZBrush and no, don't go back. And I told them, okay, Maxon, but give me back my money for the ZBrush. And they told me, no, we will not give you back our money. And if you want to sue us. We have an army of lawyers, and you are just a tiny, puny human. And they spit on me, like this. Of course, I'm lying. It doesn't happen, but it sounds right. It sounds cool, right? The big corporation, kind of crushing the small guy, but he finds the way out with Blender, and now they're crying in their corner, begging for me to go back to ZBrush, but I'm not gonna. Hi, sir. My question. When you say sir, I always know you're from India. Or Pakistan, but yeah. Hi sir, my question is, I don't want to do a job in 3D industry. Is there any other options to make a career in the 3D artist without a job? I don't want to do a job in the 3D industry. I don't want to do a job in the 3D industry. But if you don't want to do a job in the 3D industry, why do you want to do a job in the 3D industry in the first place? I don't understand exactly the question. Thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. Maybe I'm a little bit dumb, but I cannot exactly see what the question is. We should pull his chest back, and just to make this kind of interesting pose, like this. Yeah, I always want to make a nice, interesting pose, even in this kind of a normal A pose or whatever we call it. I always like to do it nice and interesting. So what? 1 hour and something already, and we don't have the pants, guys. It's not my fault. You're asking questions, I have to answer. I'm just you're making me slow. We have to be faster. Don't do this. I'll do this. Just stop writing in the chat right now, because it's just, it's a nuisance. Nuisance. I don't know how to pronounce this exactly. Nico, is this She-Hulk nothing in the bottom? I mean here. I will put pants now, and you will see that he will be okay with pants. So this will be the pants, and you will see how we will do it. So this is just the one pant. One pant only. Yeah. And let's delete this and this. Now, let's take this and rotate it. And you'll say, but Nico, is this the official way to make pants? Beep. I don't know. But it's, yeah, this is the official way to make pants. Probably. There's no official way of making anything. You just have to do it. However you can. That's the idea. Let's select it up to here, then X, so delete the faces, and then select this and control this, extrude this way, and we are live. Now, I will go and add a mirror modifier very quickly, and clipping. Why am I so quick? No, why am I so quick? I don't know, man. It's cool. Also, how many blue t-shirts do you have? No. Before you ask this type of question, which everybody asks every stream, you have to say, but Nico, first. But Nico. But no, you have to say, but Nico, how many blue shirts do you have? This is the way you have to ask, And I will say, for now, I have three of them. This is my, this is boss. Here it says boss. This is my shirt for streaming. I have another shirt which is a little bit more lighter green, lighter blue, azul, azul. Huh? So this is the other one is lighter, which is for the recordings when I do my courses, and I have another one for reserve. If something happens, if I have to, for example, you know, wash some of the others someday, who knows? Maybe this day will come. We have to go to the washer, but hopefully not. Hopefully everything will be okay. We'll deal with it without washing. Okay. Let's try to connect. Oops. Alright, now I will select this and control this and then move it out and then move it in. Oh, what is this? Ooh, this will be bad. So, disable the clipping. Move this here. I don't know what is here. What is this exactly? Okay, clipping on, no problem. This is in the back. We don't care of the back. We care only for the front. Amazing. Very good. So we have the pants, and also we will make them. You know, you will see what will make them. But the pants are looking great, looking pretty great. Many people were saying, Nico, for this amount of time, he will not be able to do the pants, and the pants will not have their, you know, this kind of look like this. No, he will not be able to do it. It's impossible for this amount of time. No. Even Nico cannot do it. It's no. But Nico had practice for this. And Nico knows he can do it. Hi, Neko. Good pronunciation. I had a question regarding the knife tool. Sometimes I'm not able to perform a cut. So to insert a cut in press C and then you work fine. Any explanation why it happens? I press C, cut through. I don't know, I don't use C, I use only K for the knife, because K is knife. K is knife tool. Yeah, obviously K, knife, you know. So I use K, I don't use C. I don't know even what C does. But if you are a C++ programmer, you cannot become a sculptor, as you already know from this stream. So we establish things in those streams. Some things are very useful, and you know that without shortcuts, you are the poop of those very tiny little creatures living in the bottom of the Mariana Trench, which they eat other creatures' poops. So you have to be careful and use your shortcuts in Blender. Just you have to learn them and you have to use them. You know, that's what we have learned from this stream. The other thing we have learned, very important, is if you are a C++ programmer, you can never be a sculptor. If you are a Java programmer, you can be, no problem. If you are Python, if you are assembler, if you are C#, Ruby on Rails, whatever, you can be a good sculptor. C++, unfortunately, you cannot. What else? Extract mesh is faster. Yes. Nico, this Hulk is as most as powerful as you. Good job. No, he's a little bit more powerful probably, but not too much, right? Yes, so yeah. It's fine, it's fine. As long as he's not too powerful, too much more powerful, it's okay. I can accept it. Hi Nico, when you model for 3D printing, what size do you usually like it printed? This size is kind of okay. You know? Pretty cool. And what is this size, you will ask? It's around 13 to 15 centimeters. More than that, it's a little bit too much. I have printed the Cyberpunk girl around 20 centimeters big, and it's too big. I can show it to you if you want, but I don't know. I told you that if there is time, I will show you some of my old 2D works that I did in Gameloft back in the days when we were young, when I was like 27 years old or something. Much younger than now. Now I'm 64, you know. So no, I'm 40. I'm 41 almost. But 64 sounds much, you know, like more wisdom, stuff like this. I don't want exactly to be 64, by the way, but someday, hopefully, I will reach them, because it's inevitable. If I don't reach them, I should die before that, which I don't exactly like. So yeah. You are the boss, not your shirt. Ah, really? So it has to say boss in here, but it says here, so I don't know if you're right. You know, the shirt or me, I don't know. But somebody should be the boss, right? If we have to be honest, my wife is the boss, but yeah. You know, scary stuff. We don't have to talk about this. It's like, ugh. When I think about it, it's... I'm shaking. But we have to be brave, you know? We have to be brave, manpower, stuff like this. Hopefully she doesn't hear, so it's okay. But Nico, why do you have big biceps if you don't train? What's the secret? It's the genome, the genetics. You know, because the real secret is because I'm using a lot of shortcuts in Blender. If you're using a lot of shortcuts in Blender, your biceps become bigger, and your triceps too. By the way, you cannot see the triceps, but it's also good development in the triceps I have. So yeah. How old are you, Nico? Yeah, I told you 64. But also, I'm really 41. Yeah. But here, inside here, I'm 64. Hey, thank you for your work. This is the best thing on YouTube right now. Really? But why don't I have like 5 million subscribers then? Huh? Why should I? I have to. But no, I don't have. By the way, I'm joking here, but the subscribers of this channel are rising very quickly. It's like 500 people a day almost. Very quickly these days. Hopefully this will be, you know, we will see that in a long term. Although I'm not sure, but it's possible, but we'll see. Now the legs are starting to look much better. The fingers. So for the shorts, let's add a solidify modifier and increase the solidity. Solidity. And then let's add a subdivision surface modifier and edge data increase. And let's go down with the scroll wheel and just click twice. Okay, we can apply all of this. It will be a good idea, by the way, to apply everything. So first I will apply the mirror modifier, then I will apply the solidify modifier, and then I will apply the subdivision modifier, and then we will do our magic. Ho, 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 it's magic, you know. Never believe, is that so? Blender is powerful and Nico is like Saitama with the fist. Yeah, he also becomes too strong, he got no more. No more what? I need more. What do I have no more? What's happening here? Same age here, am I too old to start on the field? So if you are like 40, it's not too late to start if you have the passion. I mean, we are not that old. I mean, yes, you say. For example, if you live until your 80s, if you start now, when you are 50, you will have 10 years of experience. But you have to start, you know, like seriously. 10 years of experience will be enough for you to be a very good artist. For example, my years of experience are a little bit more than 10 now, around 12 in the field. So I guess you can always start. Don't worry. How many polygons for that 3D print? For now, I think this is around, it's very low. It's really 24. No, it's a lot more. This one is less than 200,000. But if we will do it as a 3D print, it will be a lot more. For example, the Batman now is a couple of millions probably, because I kind of, it's 5 million triangles, so almost 3 million polygons. It's for now, and it will be kind of nice for 3D printing. So around 3-4 millions if you don't have too much detail. It will be fine for printing. Hulk smash. No, Hulk smash. Thank you for work. This is the best. Okay, I read it already, but I like to read it, I will read it again. Hey, thank you for your work. This is the best thing on YouTube right now. How did it sound? Yeah, the best thing in YouTube. It's probably not. I mean, I'm not watching my videos for fun. If it was the best thing in YouTube, probably I would watch them, right? But I'm not, so it's not. And you will say, but Nico, if you don't watch your videos, which are so much fun, what did you watch? What are you watching? Currently, when I'm eating or something in front of my computer, I'm watching a Bulgarian channel for disassembling cars. It's yeah, no, it's pretty awkward. It doesn't have anything to do with sculpting or whatever, but sometimes we have to get away of this thing, because I'm sculpting forever, and I will be sculpting forever probably, and I will be streaming forever, most likely. We'll see. Hopefully I will, although I'm not making money from this channel yet. Probably I will not be making anytime soon, but we'll see. Money from YouTube, I don't believe it's possible unless you have at least, let's say, 100,000 or 200,000 subscribers. Less than that, it's like meh. It's like meh, meh. Something like that. But hey, Nico, so you're a Xenial. You're a Xenial. What is that? Xenial? I don't know. Oh my god, I'm 59. I'm 40, I'm 64, so. Hey Nico, are you also familiar with sculpting on iPad with Nomad Sculpt or Forger? No, I'm not, but I have sculpted on the Nomad on my phone, which is a Galaxy Note. I have a pen, and I sculpt sometimes there, but only when I don't have Blender available or ZBrush, for example, which is when I'm on the plane to some place, for example, to Turkey, to gain weight, because when you go to Turkey, you go to a 5-star hotel with the best food ever, or just very good food, and you just gain weight. Even I gain weight in Turkey. In Egypt, not so much, but in Turkey, I gain a lot of weight. Like 4 kilos for 10 days, it's absolutely normal for me to gain in Turkey. And I'm not even eating turkey, but it's a little joke. The Beatles, yeah, when I'm 64, tum tum. When I get older, da 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 da, da da, many years from now, do 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 do, da 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 da. Yeah, I love the Beatles, by the way. I know all their songs. Almost. Let's say, let's not get, too far away. All their songs? No, probably most of them I know. Or at least I've heard them. Yes. That's more like it. It's not that I know them, but I've heard of them. We cannot pass the 200 users in the stream these days. Probably the channel is going down these days. Yeah. So guys, the channel is going down like Titanic. So, everybody, it's time to unsubscribe and go, because otherwise you will go down with the channel, which will never be good. Never good. It's never fine. Okay, let's go back to the face, because it's not that good. How many? Oh, we are not even hour and a half in the in this series, and I'm talking more than I'm sculpting, and even with so much talking and not much sculpting, I managed to do this, which is what's happening here. I'm so good, I know. Would you sculpt likeness character? Probably not, it's very difficult for me. Likeness is a different type of thing, you know. Okay. You have so few subscribers because few people know about you. It probably depends on your region. I watch you from the Mordor. From the Mordor? If you know what I mean, but I'm not an orc. Really? Okay. Кой канала? Кой канал бе? Write in English. Write in English, what's happening? I know that I'm Bulgarian, and people from Bulgaria kind of have the urge to write in Bulgarian, but it's not good. I mean, it's not very polite to other people. When I get older, many years from now, bottle of wine. Of those pants, I cannot do them. I have to remesh them at some point probably, because here I want them to be flat, you know, like this, but I will be able to do it at some point. Yeah, this is enough for now, since we don't have too much time on my hand. If I had like 3 hours or something, I will be able to do it pretty well. You probably can agree with that. Because if I can do that for an hour and a half, this amount of work, probably for 3 hours I will be able to do a little bit more. And that's absolutely truth. Why did you decide to make 2D channel, second channel just for streams instead of using your first channel? Because, you know, first channel is mostly for learning purposes. This channel is just for fun purposes. I mean, yeah, if you can learn something from me, and I told you, this stream we learned very valuable things for the creatures that live in the Mariana Trench in the bottom, that everybody looks down on them. Yes, but it's not exactly that much learning, although it's for fun. So the other one stays for learning, only learning, a little bit fun, but learning mostly. Here, mostly fun, a little bit learning, maybe. That's my purpose. That's the purpose of this channel. Many years from now, work for us how to render in Blender. Work for us how to render in Blender. You can render in Blender if you have a Fender. I don't know. Rendering in Blender is very hard. You have to just go to the... for example, if you want to render in Blender, you have to do a lot of things. For example, you have to press AQ, Shift A, and add a light, point light. You have to move this point light somewhere. Difficult, I know. Then you have to go and kind of make it a little bit more powerful. Let's say 5,000. It's too much. Let's say 2,000. 2,000 will be probably better than 5,000. Then you have the light, you have everything, but you cannot render. You have to go to the render window and render. And those are the, you know, the very difficult steps to render something in Blender. But yeah, try to render in Blender. It's so much fender and bender. Yeah. Easy stuff, you know. Save often. Control S, you see? Control S here. Control S. Save very often. Especially in Blender. In ZBrush too. But in Blender saved often because Blender, by the way, recently it hadn't happened to me. But during the Lobo course, I think it happened once or twice. Just Blender disappears. You're working, you're like, la la la, working, everything is cool. And suddenly Blender just, it's gone. You're on your desktop. And you're like, but what happened? And Maxon is like, we did it. Our hackers did this. You have to go back to ZBrush. Never. Never. ZBrush. Blender. No, I mean, it's not stupid, but it's like, some kind of football thing, you know? Blender versus ZBrush, which is the best? You know, if you can sculpt, it doesn't matter, Blender or ZBrush. If you cannot sculpt, also it doesn't matter, Blender or ZBrush. You just go and, you know, if you cannot sculpt, go and write your C++ and you will be fine, you know. If you cannot use the shortcuts in Blender, I wish you a pleasant time in the Mariana Trench, you know. Because you will be there forever. Dun, 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 dun. No, his nipples shouldn't be there. I mean, in the concept they are there, I see, but I think they should be more, I mean, like here. Not so further away. Probably something like this. Or even without nipples, maybe it could be fine. Nico, I have been here a few times and I even thought I'm a character artist myself. I ended up getting your videos from my brother to learn Blender sculpting, forget the followers and keep streaming. Yeah, forget the followers. How to forget them? I mean, do I have to first remember the followers and then forget the followers? Or first forget the followers and then forget the Blender and forget... No, thank you. Thank you very much. It's fine. I will keep streaming, at least for now. Because, you know, nothing lasts forever. But hopefully these streams will last forever. I will see. Sometimes I don't have a nice concept to work with, so maybe I will start doing the Disney Infinity stuff until they sue me. They will say, "Oh, Nico, you're using Disney Infinity trademark in your videos, in your stream videos. Yeah, you're not making money from us, but we will sue you anyway. Why not? We are Disney. You cannot, you know, you cannot do anything." And that's definitely true. I cannot do anything. So hopefully they will not sue me for kind of doing their characters without any profit at all. But my profit is the love of my followers or subscribers, the people that subscribe. You know, subscribers seems like you know, a harsh word. Subscribers, something like prisoners. No. The people who follow me, who are appreciate what I do it for them and for me, because I like it. You see, I'm having so much fun with those streams, and it probably is visible. That's why I'm doing them mostly. If they were difficult for me to do, or it was like, oh, it's so hard for me to do the streams, but I have to do them because of the subscribers and stuff like this, probably it will not be very, very cool. And it will not happen. Now, I will press home to reset the... Let's do this and this. What has happened? Now you see all my secrets here. Someday I will do this, by the way. The overall silhouette of this character is very nice. Yeah, probably. I have to train a little bit. This orc also probably sometime. Maybe this one too. But we'll see. I tried to do this one, by the way. It didn't happen very well, so no. This one, sometime. Who knows? Who knows? So I showed you all my secrets now. You know them. Australia, yeah. Can you describe a day in your life? Have heard that some 3D artists wake up at 5 a.m. No. These days I wake up around 7:30 and I take my little girl to kindergarten. You know, that stuff. And then I come back. I'm spending time with my bigger kid. He's 13 and I'm homeschooling him. So around 4 to 5 hours I spend on him. Then I am tired. I can sleep a little bit. And then it's time to practice for the sculpt of the evening. And then I practice for the sculpt, and then I do the stream, and then I go to bed. That's my most of the time my day these days. Yeah, I know it's boring, but sometimes we cannot do this. Sometimes we are boring. Even character artist can be boring, you know. We should use tablets graphic for blend. We should you use tablet graphics for blend? Yes. Greetings from Spain. Greetings. Hola. There was this super cow, the cow and chicken. Hola, super cow, and stuff like this back in the days. Why did you decide to switch to Blender, like both Blender and ZBrush? I like both Blender and ZBrush. Because I told you, Maxon just don't give me a choice. They said you have to switch to something else. We don't like you in ZBrush anymore. Goodbye. And I said, but guys, please, no, goodbye. And it was over. It was over. There is life after life, Nico. Because life is life. Yes. But Nico, how much YouTube give you? YouTube give me nothing but pleasure. Nothing. Because I don't monetize. I don't monetize my videos. And if you are watching advertisement on my videos, this is because YouTube is giving you this advertisement. On my other channel too. So, you have to blame YouTube. I haven't had this, monetization feature or whatever turned on. Because it's useless. I mean, for my other channel, it's 50,000, 55,000 subscribers or something. What kind of money can you get with those? Nothing. I mean, it's... No, thank you. I prefer not to have it. But still, I've watched some of my videos in incognito mode in Chrome, and yeah, there are advertisement, which is I think it's unfair. I wanted to keep my channel kind of advert free, but I can't. It's not possible because of YouTube. At last, I get to see you live. Aha! Aha! I see you too. No, I don't see you, but you see me, so... You ever rigged your bulk character? No. No. Where you found these references, please? All over the internet. I've collected all those references for... I mean, most of those references in this file are for my next course. And I will probably put this puref file in the files of the course, you know. Have you visited India? Unfortunately, I haven't. But forget about India for now. This guy has cat eyes. For the male characters, don't do cat eyes too much. It's not looking good in male characters. It looks very good in female characters. In male characters, it looks odd, awkward. So don't do it. Yeah. And about India, I would love to visit India very much because I will be able to eat real Indian food. You know, everything with me is about food. I like food. So yeah, Indian food, I like it. One of my favorite foods. And Nico, but which is not that favorite food of yours? In Vietnam, I like it a lot in Vietnam, but the food there, I mean, I don't like it that much. I mean, in Thailand, the food is amazing. In China it's okay, in Japan is very cool, but in Thailand, in Vietnam, the food was nothing special. But Vietnam has very beautiful places, amazing stuff. You know the Dragon Islands. What was that? I forgot the name. But whatever, it's amazing there. So many little islands in a big Halong Bay. I think it was Halong Bay. Very cool. Is in Blender have accurate curve option for move brush like ZBrush? Yes. Nico, you should start doing environments. Yes, of course. Why have you decided to teach your child instead of sending him to school? This is a long story. He has problems in school. He's making the problems. I mean, he's a little bit, rough. He has no issues with the mental health or something. No, he's completely normal, but he has anger issues or something, and basically he's making a lot of problems at school. So I decided to not send him to school. And he was running out from school, running away, and he doesn't want to go to school. And when I release him to school, I say, okay, tomorrow you will go to school. Okay, yes. But you promise? Yes. And he gets out in the morning, and then he doesn't come home. you know, Even in the evening, he doesn't come home. So I decided to keep him here. It's for the best. He doesn't go to school. But it's okay. I have time now, since I'm not working completely. I have enough time to, take care of him and make sure he knows mathematics. Because the mathematics, everybody knows, are the most difficult thing. And they definitely are. The other, like geographics or biology or chemistry, it's like, yeah, but it's easy. But mathematics sometimes can be pretty hard. But, thankfully, I know mathematics very well and I'm very good at it. And that's not a joke. I was pretty good in mathematics at school. You make amazing work here, bro. Thank you for this greatness. Check greatness? I don't know. I'm not sure it's that great. But as I said, it's always good to hear or read this kind of words. Because, even if it's not true, it's kind of flattering. And even if I'm like a psychopath or whatever, flattering gets me. Like almost everybody. I like flattering. Now, it's 1 hour and 30 something. Yeah, I could finish this in 1 hour 30. And it's kind of finished. Let's say it's finished. For the amount of work that we have done, it's fine. But I would like to color it a little bit and maybe make something like a little render, but not too much, just a little bit. We'll see. You see, it's not looking like the concept on the face that much. But I think my version is more like Hulk than the concept. Because the concept has this kind of cat eyes. So, remember from Nico. And I learned this from Scott Eaton's course of facial anatomy. Cat eyes doesn't work very well on male characters. Most of the time. If it's some kind of a manga character or something, maybe, but be careful. And be afraid. Be very afraid. I always advise people to be afraid. No. I'm not. I'm not. No, I'm not. Relax. It's not like that. In this stream, or any other, I probably haven't shut up for like 5 seconds or 10 seconds, I'm not sure. Maybe that differentiates my streams from the others, because the others, probably people are like sometimes just shutting their mouth just to concentrate or something. But since I'm choosing relatively easy concepts, That's why I'm choosing my concepts wisely. Because if they are very difficult, it will be difficult, you know. But those are kind of easy, so for me. Brazilian food is best food. Of course, everybody can say that for their own country. Although I cannot say that for Bulgaria. Bulgarian food is not the best food. Definitely. Russians may say Russian food is the best food in the world. And if you say otherwise, be careful. Because you know what happens. Be very, very careful. Halon Bay, yes. Hello, Nico, you should do a portfolio review someday. Maybe my portfolio review I can do, yes. Amazing, will be amazing. I will say very nice words of my portfolio review. But I told you, if somebody wants me to do a portfolio review, yeah, it's cool, yeah, I can do that. But don't expect me to be very, very nice. Because I will not be. I will be pretty rough. We may say rough. But rude will be more appropriate. Yeah. Because it's easier. You will ask, but Nico, why will you be rude? You are such a nice guy. Because it's easier to be rude, you know. It's very difficult to be like, okay, this is pretty good, but you can change this and this and this and this. Instead, I can say, oh, this is crap, man. This doesn't work at all. It's pretty bad. You should work. I mean, you should be better. It's not good. So be careful what you wish for about the portfolio review. It's Pandora's box, you know. These characters you build can be rigged? Probably, if you have a good rigger, maybe. Have you seen the Stylus League streams? You single-handedly are 100 times better than them. Really? I don't know. This is interesting. Stylus League streams. Stylus League. They're a league, so there are a couple of people, I guess. It's not just one guy. League of Legends. League of people. There are people. No, too many people. Okay, let's make this part a little bit smaller. And maybe... See how I'm going away from the model? So my brush becomes bigger. This is the fastest way to get a bigger brush. Just to get away from your model. Just get, like, away. Like this. And your brush is super big now, you see? Amazing stuff. It doesn't work. Let's move the arms, by the way, a little bit. Maybe like this. Yeah, if I move them a little bit more back like this, he will be more ready. Like, I'm ready. I will do it. I'm ready to rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. Dude, you should try Indian street massage. Ha, I've tried Thailand Thai massage. They broke me. I wasn't able to recover from that for like at least 2 weeks. No, I'm joking. It was a little bit painful at some places where I had sunburn, and they didn't care at all. They just Thai massage. Be careful about that. If you have sunburn, tell it to the lady. I mean, it was lady. It was old lady, but she was goddamn. She was strong, very strong. It was amazing experience. Honestly, traditional school isn't for everybody. Just like everything else in life, it's not for 100% of the people. Yeah, probably yes. Nico, why not making a video game with all the people and make millions? That's a good idea. Maybe no. It's probably difficult. Yeah, difficult these days to make a video game and then to promote this video game and sell this video game. It's very difficult. I've known people that are having a dream and they're making video game and they're giving out of their money to make a video game. They're hiring like programmers, they're working their asses off, and at the end the video game is complete fail. Although it's a kind of nice video game, but it's failed because they cannot marketing it. Even the biggest companies nowadays have problems with marketing their games. You have to have a big marketing budget, you know, so it's difficult. He got more live views than the Zebra's channel. Cool, yeah. Maybe a combat sport will be beneficial for him. I guess so, yes, but he doesn't want to go anywhere. He likes football, but he doesn't want to train football, for example. This is about my son, yeah. I never thought I could ever sculpt, but in 1 year of experience, I'm surprised the things someone can make if they're put enough effort. That's definitely true. I sculpted a month ago, and you can see my sculpt on Nico Discord. Yes. Nico, do professionals do stuff from scratch, or do they use base meshes? They mostly use base meshes. They're not like me. I'm the only professional that's doing everything from scratch because I like it. I like to start from scratch always. For me, this is the best experience. The first, like, 2 hours of the sculpt. Like, you can see my first 2 hours of the sculpt, and you see how much fun it is. I mean, for me, it's too much fun. It's just so cool. I'm even a little bit sick these days, but when I start streaming, when I start sculpting, it's like rejuvenating, you know? I'm like, I don't care. I'm coughing from time to time, I'm sneezing, I have a little bit of, you know, nose talk, but not too much. I'm not super sick, I'm just a little bit sick. But when I'm streaming, I'm like a new guy. It's so nice. Now, let's make him green. Why don't we? Let's do this. So, let's remove this. We don't need this anymore. And let's go green guy man. Green guy man? Ah, it's fine. This is a cool color, I think. The green guy man. Alright, now the hair should be a little bit more like blackish, but I will make it like dark gray. Because, you know, in 3D and also in 2D, we don't make too much, you know, the things too dark. Black, complete black is kind of not a good idea to make. It's never good. Oh. Okay. Okay, I did it. Burger, best food, yeah, of course. Tunisia food, never tried it. Have you visited Kazakhstan? Not yet, but I will, most likely. Nico, what's your daily routine? I told that in just a little bit previous. Ника, ты русски понимаешь или пишете на английски? Нет, я не понимаю русски, so don't speak Russian. Or don't write in Russian because I don't понимаю. I'm not понимаю. Я не понимаю. No, I understand it, but I understand Russian, but most people in the chat don't, so it's not good to write in or speak in a language that most people doesn't understand. That's why. Try to keep it. If you want to say something very secretly, very much secret, then you can write it in Russian, and only the Russian people will understand. Or in Bulgarian, if you know. But try to use mostly English in the chat. It's not mandatory, there is nothing mandatory about that, but it's a kind of good practice, I would say. Do you watch WWE? Not these days, not so much. I watched when I was younger, when the grave guy, the Grobara, I don't remember this guy, the Gravedigger, and the Stone Cold Steve Austin, and even The Rock was there. Cena, he was a little bit later, I think. John Cena was a little bit later than that. I watched just before John Cena. Nowadays, not so much, but I watch MMA sometimes. I even downloaded the last MMA from the torrents. What am I talking about? It's not good. Don't talk about these things. What's happening with you? Stylus League is 3-4 guys sculpting and streaming together. Pretty cool. Like the Flip Normals guys. I mean, I like the Flip Normals guys. They are very good. They are not as good at making anatomy I may say, but they're very good in explaining. They have very nice voices. They're very calm. They have a sense of humor. They're pretty cool. I like them, the Flip Normal guys, and they like me. So we like each other. But if you ask, probably we will not marry anytime soon. So don't ask about it. We just like each other, and this is just pure, purely friendship, just friends, nothing else. So yeah, just saying. Love from India, thank you. If you were compare ZBrush to Blender, what do you think is the main pros and cons? I always say that the main pros of Blender, everybody knows them, is the no, the main pros of Blender is it's free and it works almost, the sculpting is almost as good as ZBrush. For me, it's absolutely good enough. And for many people, by the way, who are using Blender, they will say that it's good enough and it's not a problem. But still, ZBrush remains the best sculpting program, that's hands down. But it doesn't matter, it's not free. But what matters is that ZBrush, the main thing is that it works with a lot of polygons. It can kind of, you can do like pores and stuff, millions and millions and tens and hundreds of millions of polygons, even in low-level machines. For Blender, you need a little bit of better hardware. That's the problem, by the way, with Blender. The hardware needs to be a little bit more on point. A little bit better video card, more RAM. Although ZBrush also likes RAM, we may say. But ZBrush works on very low-level hardware compared to Blender. Blender doesn't like your grandmother's laptop at all. ZBrush can use it. Blender, no. Blender will say, this low-level laptop is for the trash. So just throw it in the trash and buy the newest Alienware laptop and give just 4,000 euro and you will be fine. But I don't have that amount of money. I barely had enough to buy Nico's course from the torrents. So how can I use it? So go and use Maxon ZBrush instead. But I want to learn Blender, it's free. No, ZBrush. But I don't have money for ZBrush. Download it from the torrents. What? What? Are you suggesting I will have to pirate it? But, Nico, how can you say these things on the stream? Aren't they gonna sue you? Everybody knows that when people are learning, they are using pirated software. You cannot, you are a poor student, you are barely having money to buy something to eat, and then you are using ZBrush and studying ZBrush. How are you doing this? How? What? On your laptop that costs half of the price of ZBrush? How are you doing this? Let's not lie to ourselves. Let's not try to lie to us, to ourselves. We all know that what happens. That's the truth. And also, this is kind of the end of the stream, so nobody will see this, only the people in the stream. So it's okay. We can say everything here. In the beginning of the stream, we have to be careful. In the middle of the stream, because some people just go to the middle of the stream, watch a little bit, we have to be careful. In the end, some people go to the end a little bit, but they go to the end. And now if they see we are showing just the legs here, they will not listen what's happening. So I can say, pirating ZBrush, pirating my courses, no problem, everything is okay. And then, if we show the whole thing, and if it shows on the thumbnail of YouTube that this, and they will all go and listen what's happening here. And we can say, okay, we bought ZBrush, and it was a very nice experience, because everybody should buy ZBrush. And yeah, of course, that's normal. Are you using a screen tablet or a normal one? Normal one. I want to invite you to eat Arabic food. I would definitely accept Arabic food. Definitely. I like Arabic food, by the way. Nico, I'm from Greece. Ceres, near in Bulgaria borders, and all the old people speak fluently Bulgarian. Yes, Ceres is pretty close to the Bulgarian border, and we kind of passed through the Ceres every time we go to Greece, because every summer we go to Greece for a vacation, at least for like 10 days. It's very nice in Greece. I like to eat octopus. Very, very good. Yeah, octopuses are very nice animals, by the way, and smart too. But pigs are also smart, and you eat them, right? So, you know, let's not start with this. It's fine. Except you're a vegetarian, then I cannot say anything. But if you're not vegetarian, you know, everything is fine. Let's make some white ice, for example. Why not? Kind of whitish ice. I cannot write. Okay, now I can. And black, you know, this. What is this? I will see. Alright. Let's go a little bit darker in this area, so a little bit darker on the lips. Okay. Darker here. And maybe some other areas a little bit darker. In this area, in this. We can just fill just with darker color. But overall, we had a good thing going on. By the way, if I can, I will fast try. Let's go to Eevee render. It's in the Eevee render, ambient occlusion. Okay, now let's go to material. Let's add a material to this guy. New material. Plus. But the first one will be with the color attribute, which will be the color attribute. Then the pants and everything is okay. Let's see a little bit question. What's up, say both? How you doing? Sexy? Yes. Most people living in the West are clueless about torrents and pirating. I don't know. For real, who are a beginner and don't pirate software, you're full. You cannot do it. I mean, even if you're not a fool, you cannot do it. Let's go with toon material here. Toon. Toon. Black. Alpha clip. Backface culling. Go here, add modifiers, solidify. Normals flip. Okay, materials 1. And the thickness should be a little bit increased. Let's go like this. Okay, we see it. Let's increase this. Alright. And now it's a little bit too thick. So let's go down a little bit like this. Maybe this is the best. And now I will select everything. Control L and copy modifiers. And Control L and link materials. Okay. Now we have him. And he looks pretty good. Now, let's select this light and move it also here. Make it a little bit low level. So I'll select it. This is just a point light, you know. We may say pointless light. But it's okay. It's a fill light, so it's fine. We fill just a little bit. And then from the back, we can make a rim light. From this side. Like this. A little bit bigger, like 5000. Just for a little bit more rim light. We can disable this. And we have a pretty good looking character right now. I may say. If somebody doesn't agree, they can raise their hand that this is not good looking. Fine. Mighty fine. Hello, I'm from Cuba, I'm 49 years old and I like to model in 3D. I'm learning to model in Blender here. I send you some images of my first work. Yeah, in the Discord channel you can send, of course, if I don't kinda review them or something, which I usually don't. There are people in the Discord which are kind of good and they are helping and they can give you some feedback most of the time. It's very good. I mean, the Discord channel is growing. It has more than 700 users. So, yeah. But Nico, why Turkish food? Why Turkish food? The Turkish food is one of the best, in my opinion. And you're Turkish, you should know that. At least your name is Turkish, so yeah. Go to Nico Discord and upload your work, Alexis. Yes, nice. Hello from Cluj. Cluj was in Romania. I know. Started following for the sculpting in Blender. Any tips for those who start at zero? Yeah. Absolute beginners 3D character in Blender course from zero. In the description of the video, you can find it. Is it easier to pose on Blender than in ZBrush? In ZBrush probably it's a little bit easier for me at least, but in Blender is also nice because you can very easily really rig your character and move the rigged version, you know. Oh, he's looking even nice from this position. I would say we can go to this light because it's a little bit, you know, not so... no, this one. And make it, let's say, 800. Ooh, not 8000, my man. 800. Alright. Yeah, a little bit more light. Never hurts nobody. Nobody. Okay, 2 hours. Very good. We have to end this video. This, I'm sorry, but 2 hours is too much. Before exporting to STL for 3D print, do merge, remesh everything, or live boolean, or remesh by union, just like in ZBrush. Remesh by union will work, but usually what I do is I send it to ZBrush, and in ZBrush I do some things and decimate it, and then I export it. Most of the time I do this. Yeah, I'm using ZBrush. I know. It's difficult. I have to start using, but preparing, I do the preparing in Blender. As you can see, this one I'm preparing it now. I'm cleaning up the gloves, the boots, the emblem here I did, and the other things. I'm preparing it for sculpting here in Blender. So it's possible, and we'll see if I have to cut something, what will happen. What happened with his forearms? They are the best. Hi Nico, love your work, your productivity and your tutors. Can you tell what your goal for now? What would you be next achievement, next course, new skills, getting out of comfort zone? Maybe no. Comfort zone forever. I will probably, and most likely. What is happening? Oh, can we sculpt in with... we can sculpt in render mode. But you have to have a nice video card maybe. Keep doing what you're doing, Nico. Yes. So thank you. My next course is for human head, but it will be not the best course for human head or so. It will be human head practices or something like this. Yeah. And there will be kind of a few heads, few skulls, planes of the head, very important, few planes of the head videos, and about the skull, about anatomy, of course, a little bit, about the forms, the shapes. Many people are, you know, telling you about the muscles of the face, but sometimes the fat of the face is more important than the muscles, where the fat parts are and what are they doing. And the skull is the most important, of course. There's Discord channel. You don't tell me this secret, Nico. Yeah, it's a secret. It's under the description of any of my videos, but it's still a secret, so don't tell anybody. What is the difference between sculpting in Blender and ZBrush? Not that much. I mean, the main difference for me is the smooth brush. By default, in Blender, it's way harder than in ZBrush. But it can be adjusted. I'm lazy and I don't do this. Could you make a robot in Blender? Hard surface stuff maybe. It will not be that fast. I mean, I'm sculpting very fast because I like it. I don't like that much the hard surface, although I have to do it sometimes. And when I began my journey, my 3D journey, it was in 3D Max back in the days. I will show you some things, by the way. I promise that I will show you some things. So, I will show you, by the way, for the first time ever, I will show you my oldest 3Ds. They're amazing. Ta-da! 3D Max back in 2004, I think. This is SolidWorks. This is my phone back then. It was Panasonic, I think. This is a car in 2004, 18 years ago. This was for the university. They needed a car concept we had to make. It's absolutely horrendous. This is one of my first works with the tablet. When I bought it at 2004, 2005, I think I bought my tablet. The first tablet, which was Wacom Vulito. They don't make it anymore. And I have it here, and it's super hard to use. You have to press very hard. But this is a dragon, obviously, of course. Could you make... okay. Hello, any idea about likeness head lesson? I'm not that much into likenesses, but still, if you learn about the main shapes and the planes of the head and everything, likeness will be way easier. This was my old computer desk when I was in the university, and this was my actual monitor and the keyboard and the mouse. And by the way, I'm still using those. There are 5 speakers, 5 speakers plus subwoofer. So 5 of those small speakers and a subwoofer. I'm still using them. This is 2004 or 2005 I bought them. So still with those, and still with the toilet paper on the desk, because you have to, when you do some stuff. Yeah. Silent. Now, this is again the car. This is the one phone in SolidWorks. This is a scene in 3D Studio Max, one of the best works in 3D Studio Max back in the days. This is one of my worst works. There is not even shadow on the floor from these things. It's amazing how this happens. But this is, beginning of my 3D career. So those are things in SolidWorks. This is one of my works back in the days in just in Photoshop. One of my first, again, works with tablet. It's cool, by the way. It seems like anatomy is off at some places, but overall it seems kind of cool. Yeah, these are the stages of production. This is a car. These are some logos. This is the car again. Yeah. So, toilet paper is the best. I can show you some other stuff which are in Gameloft. So for the Gameloft, these are for the Gameloft, by the way. When I was in Gameloft, I was at this level. When I was a 2D artist, I mean. So, yeah, I was doing this for one game we were about to make. So you will develop yourself from Roman times to modern times and the different soldiers. That was the idea. By the way, one of my first 3D characters were based on this guy. This guy I drew in Gameloft when I was around 2007, 2008. I drew this guy. He's a metal biker, Smile Man. This is my hero. And then I made it in 3D, which was, I think in 3D Max I did it, without ZBrush. Amazing stuff. Yes, I know. It's super cool. He has a t-shirt of Pantera, of course, because I was a huge fan of Pantera back then. And I'm still a fan of Pantera, but not that much, because it's like I'm older now and it's a little bit too loud for me. Then I wanted to become a 3D artist, but they tell me just do some weapons. And I did some weapons. These are very low-level weapons. It's 400 triangles, this weapon. So I did some weapons for a game and stuff. And now I said, I want to be a 3D artist. They told me you have to make a test. Okay, what kind of test? You have to make a 3D character in 3D Max, a cowboy character. And what I did is, first I did this. This was my concept. I did it. You see the arms are like his thumbs are awful. So, but overall, it's okay. I drew this, so it will be easier for me to make this. This is the 3D version of this character, made entirely in Max. No ZBrush at that time. So it was around 2009, I think. So then they said, you're okay, you will be a 3D character. And then we started doing this kind of stuff, which is now with ZBrush. So this is the high poly, I think, in the top. No, this is the low poly. This is all the low poly. And this low poly has 856 triangles. And thanks to the normal map, it looks kinda okay. If it wasn't for the normal map, it will be crazy. So those are guns. This is the main character for one of the games, which is called 9mm, I think. It was a police game, and this was the main guy. And yeah, this is the high poly, 10 million polygons in ZBrush. And this is the low poly, below 2000 polygons, triangles in the 3D Max. Yeah, crazy stuff we have done there. Yeah, crazy stuff. And one character I did for this was for what was this? Concourse, not a tournament, but something in 3D, a competition, a 3D competition. And by the way, this won first place. You know, it's pretty cool. Yeah, and they used it in a TV commercial or something. I'm not sure. And yes. Okay. Why not modeling that medieval knight? Yeah, maybe I will do it, but I tend to not do my concepts that much because I'm not that good to the artist, and I advise everybody to not do their own concept. I advise everybody to do concepts from very, very good artists, because then your 3D will be the best it could be. Otherwise, you risk your 3D to be less than fine. Please, realistic character modeling. Not in this stream, definitely. Pantera t-shirt, yeah. Hey Nico, do you set your view focal length when you start? Yes, always 88. I use 88. By the way, they asked the guy who is Stefan Hartmann, who is the guy who is making very, very realistic things in Blender. Very realistic, and he's very good with anatomy. So he's using 120mm for his works. I'm using 88. 50 is not working good for faces. For full body, it's okay. But for faces, no. Yeah. I want next stream Smile Man in Blender. That could work, by the way. Yeah, it will turn me... I mean, we will go back to the nice old days. For me, at least, it will be interesting. And you don't want to hate yourself more if you fail at the sculpt and fail at the concept. Yes. Ever gonna make Heisenberg? I'm not sure. Why 88? Because it's very easy to press 8 and 8 again. Yeah, I usually use between 80 and 85 or 80 and 90, but 88 is very easy, like 88 and go. Nico, I like to see this type of character sculpting in ZBrush Live. Is it possible? This type of character sculpting. What type? I don't know. You should try some stuff from Sebastian Kruger. His work is amazing. Definitely is amazing. I know. Yeah, I mean, definitely I will do some caricatures here in the stream at some point, probably. Will you make a devil man? Who knows? For the model with pose, do you block with pose or make it T-pose first and then details, then pose? You should watch some of my courses, definitely. Or at least watch the promo videos of the courses in my other channel, and you can find some of them in the description of this video, and you will see how I do it. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Guy. Or, okay, guys, bye. Because we have to finish this 2 hours and something, and we finish it with just turntable of this character. Just to see what we have did for 2 hours while speaking all the time. It's cool, I guess, yeah. Bye-bye and take care. What's my other channel? You can find the videos in the description of this video, and they will lead you to the other channel, because these are the promos of the videos. And there lead you to the other channel, which is called just Speedchar. This is Speedchar Live. The other one is just Speedchar. It has way more subscribers. This one has 8K. The other one has 55K, I think. Okay, bye for now. See you in the next stream, which could be the day after tomorrow. We'll see what happens.